Hi YouTube, this is just another example of some of my dad's carpentry work that he did mostly after he married my mom in 1956 and till 1991 when he passed away. And here's more examples. Thanks so much for watching. This is just a quick video of some of my dad's carpentry work in the kitchen breakfast nook here. The first thing he made here are the benches, and he made those in the early 70s. The table, I believe, was made in the late 20s or the early 30s and moved here when the house was built in 1934. My dad didn't make the table, but he made the, he cut the table down and to fit in the breakfast nook here, and this little piggy board he made, and I've got several of those actually. Right below the table is a magazine rack that he made, and I keep a bunch of magazines in there, vintage to the period. There's just a little shot of Santa Claus. There's a shot of the other bench my dad made in the early 70s. He also made this little wood rotating condiment tray, if I could get my finger in there and point it right there, the one that I started out with the shot, and that's vintage also. And please excuse the dust, it needs a good dusting. This is just kind of a neat little snow den item I have on the table. I bought years ago, little dancing Christmas items. And no, this is not the red light district. This is just a little Christmas candle I put up by the window. This is like a little three-tiered corner shelf that my dad made for my mom in the early 70s. And it's got everything from the 20s to the 80s on there, and including the pre-Coke Santa, Coca-Cola Santa. Just a little pan down of this. The fast food toys on there is an entirely different story in and of itself, which I'll be doing in another video, but lots of little vintage items on there. That's a little picture of me I got up there. You know, I got to get that off before it cracks a plaster or a mirror it might come in contact with. That's just a little Santa, talking Santa I have on the wall on the side of the breakfast nook. There's a nice shot of my dad on the left from 1953. And just a little wider shot of that side. And this is a shot of the left side of the breakfast nook. And this is another three-tiered tray that my dad made out of wood for my mom in the early 70s. And once again, there's a story behind all the fast food items that are on there now. I also really love these old vintage lights that came with the house. You know, very old style. There's a shot of Franz the toy maker from the TV Guide from the 60s. He was a local children's cartoon host in the morning. And some nurses from World War II. And a little American Airlines standee. And a picture of Mickey Rooney, Judy Garland, Lana Turner, and Ann Rutherford. Well, thanks so much for watching this video on my dad's carpentry work and his breakfast nook.